Good day everyone, I am Tishami Ruiz, and for today's video we will tackle about the philosophies of education that will be discussed by me and my group mates. Defining philosophy. Philosophy, the most beliefs, concepts, and attitudes of an individual or a group. Philosophy, a discipline comprising as its core logic, aesthetic, ethics, metaphysics, and epistemology, a pursuit of wisdom, a search for a general understanding of values and reality by chiefly speculative rather than observational means. What does philosophy mean? The word philosophy comes from two Greek words which is philo and suppose. Philo means love, then suppose means wisdom. Literally mean, philosophy means love of wisdom. The philosophy of education examines the goals, the forms, method, and meaning of education. It is important to understand how philosophy and education are interrelated in order to become the most effective teacher you can be. You must understand your own beliefs while at the same time hypnotizing with others. Let's start to learn more about the philosophies of education. The essentialism, perennialism, progressivism, existentialism, behaviorism, constructivism, and reconstructionism. First on the list is essentialism. Essentialism adds the training of the mind with what are essential. In this philosophical school of thought, the aim is to instill students with the essentials of academic knowledge and acting a back to basic approach. The emphasis of education is on academic content for students to learn the basic skills or the fundamental arts such as reading, writing, arithmetic, and right conduct. Essentialist teachers emphasize mastery of subject matter. They are expected to be intellectual and moral model of their students. They observe core requirements and longer academic year. Next philosophy is perennialism. Schools should perennialize in education is to believe that teaching ideas that are everlasting. You can remember the word perennialism by remembering that perennial means lasting for many years. The goal of perennialist education is to teach students to think rationally and develop minds that can think critically. The perennialist curriculum is a universal one. The goal of perennialist education is to teach students to think rationally and develop minds that can think critically. The perennialist curriculum is a universal one. What the perennialist teachers teach are lifted from classic and great books. The perennialist classroom are teacher-centered. Students engage in Socratic dialogue for mutual inquiry. Sessions to develop an understanding of history. Most time math comes up.
Progressivism. Progressivist believes that education comes from the experience. Their goal is to develop learners into becoming intelligent and enlightened citizens. The teachers employ experiments methods and they teach curriculum that responds to student needs and that relates to their personal lives and experience. Existentialism. Existentialism focuses on individuals' freedom to choose their own purpose in life. Teachers help students understand and appreciate themselves as a unique individuals. Teachers give students a wide variety of options from which to choose. They help students define their own essence or purpose of their own potential by exposing them to various paths to take in life. and by creating an environment in which they freely choose in their own free way.
I am going to discuss about the behaviorism, reconstructionism, and realism under the philosophies of education. Let's talk first about the behaviorism. Behaviorism is a human behavior that can be shaped or changed, leading to mastery learning. Realists who believe knowledge is derived from the natural world. Why to teach? Teach students respond favorably to various stimuli in the environment, and students' behavior is a product of the environment. How to teach arranges the environmental conditions so that students can make responses to stimuli. Example, a well-managed classrooms and reduce attention catches and incentive. Let's talk about the reconstructionism or a critical theory. This is a philosophy that emphasizes the addressing of social questions and a quest to create a better society and a worldwide democracy. Reconstructionist educators focus on a curriculum that highlights social reform as the aim of education. What is the role of the teacher in Reconstructionism? The Reconstructionist classroom contains a teacher who involves students in discussion of moral dilemmas to understand the implications of one's actions. Students individually select their objectives and social priorities, and then the guidance from the teacher to create a plan of action to make the change happen.
Social reconstructionism is a philosophy that emphasizes the addressing of social questions and a quest to create a better society and worldwide democracy. Reconstructionist educators focus on a curriculum that highlights social reform as the aim of education.